welcome to the Kit Show. My name is Oliver Eaton.
And my name is Corey Eaton.
And we've got a massive episode today, so let's get started with our kit roundup. Righty-ho, we're going to start with Manchester City, the English champions. They released their two new Puma kits, and we've got an interesting combo of their normal sky blue, but then we've got purple. Corey, what are your thoughts on this straight away?
It's definitely different from Man City, isn't it, with the purple design. It's a really nice kit, actually. I do like it quite a bit. Of course, it's quite different with Puma as well for Man City. But it's an alright kit, isn't it? So I'm going to start this off with 81%.
Yeah, thankfully, Man City haven't gone down the route of having the armbands, as I like to call them, the Puma armbands. They do have that new pattern as well, what we've seen Puma do. It isn't just a standard block of blue, we have got the wavy lines through it. I do think purple's quite a different approach, and I think it does work in this case. Equally, I think Puma kits increasingly are not as good as some of their rival manufacturers. So because of that, I think overall it's alright. Maybe it would be nicer to have a bit more effort with the 125 years sign, because it's just plastered on there. But I think it's a strong effort. 83% for me. That brings us on to our away kit, which it's a bit different really. It requires a certain taste, this one. It's plain black. We've got the odd sleeve colours. It's a bit of a mishmash of different colours. Then on the shoulder we have a yellow, I assume chevrons or lines, and then on the other side it's blank. I mean, it's a bit crazy. I mean, the promo picture looks like it's from the set top of the Pops. I mean,
feels like it's just got pretty too much colours, I'd say. Apart from that, it's not bad actually. So about 70% I would give this one.
I admire the creativity in this one, but for me the mix of colours doesn't work that good for me. But overall, it doesn't look terrible. We have had worse kits. 71% I think from me. It's not bad. That brings us on to Arsenal home, and look at this. I mean, this one's been leaked for God knows how long, months, and we were all hoping it would be the kit, and it is. Adidas is Arsenal's new home, and my word, have they done a good job. Thank God they ditched Puma. I mean, this for me already spells a classic kit.
Yeah, it does,
I bloody love it.
Yeah, it's really smart from Arsenal this time, isn't it? Everything just fits in really well, don't it? It brings us back to the olden Arsenal days, the noughties era, and it's a really nice kit. So 91% I'm going to give this one.
I think it's better than that. I'm happy they've ditched the kind of full white around the collar area. Instead we've got it on the sleeves. I love the collar actually, it works well. I love the Adidas stripes, and altogether it works completely fine. And thank God Adidas didn't put that logo in the centre. As everything works fine, and I already said it looks like a classic kit already, I'm giving it a 95%. Dropping down on the love factor to Burnley. They've released this kit, and overall, actually, the kit is not so bad. It's Umbro, and this is probably, out of all the Umbro kits what's been released, and Umbro have done bloody brilliantly this season. I think this is one of their worst, actually, so far. And it's all because of the sponsors on this one. Just Chinese or Japanese or whatever. Plastered all over the kit, and it ruins it and it detracts completely. Love Bet, there's no need for all that crap there. There's no need for the shirt sponsor, which I'm sure it's the same thing. The kit works if it didn't have that. Another moaning point is probably the collar for me. It's a shame really, and that's why I can't give it any higher than a 58, I'm afraid, because it's the sponsor for me.
I was going to say, just the collar one looks a bit odd. I actually think the sponsor looks actually not bad on the kit. I think it looks better on the sleeves than on the middle, if you know what I mean. Give it a 67% for this one.
Brings us on to the new boys. The Blades are back in the Premier League after a wonderful season and keeping Leeds down. This is their home kit, and we've got the Aussie sponsor there, USG. Overall, I think the kit actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's neat, isn't it? It looks all neatly together. I don't know what is the recent trend with the sleeve sponsors being the exact same as the body ones, because it's a bit odd that, but It does look like a Union Jack on the front, despite it being an Aussie company, and it kind of it matches the characteristic of Sheffield being a Brexit team. But
yeah.
listen, it's neat. I think it does work together.
Yeah,
I've seen better. I've seen worse. 85%. 'Cause it works well.
Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's quite smart actually, I'd say. So 84%. So I'm gonna give this one.
That brings us on to their away kit, which I actually do prefer. There's a bit more character actually to this one. We've got the standard Adidas template we have seen with the kind of dots everywhere, but
Yeah.
it works well. Once again, Adidas have got the collar bang on here. I'm loving these collars like that. This one actually, I think the sponsor does fit in a lot better as well with the colours chosen. And I think overall Sheffield have done a good job. I love it with the red shorts as well.
Yeah.
It goes together really well. 87% from me because I do like this one.
Yeah, it's a very nice kit. I just got to mention the shorts as well. It matches really well with the kit, don't it?
It does. It
it's a lovely kit. It's quite a nice kit. So I'm going to give it 86%.
That brings us down into the Championship, and Nottingham Forest have released their home kit. We saw that anniversary limited edition kit, which were lovely. This is their actual home kit, and actually Macron have done a good job here. We've got a very good design here, and I do love it how it flows. We've got the diamonds towards the bottom. We have seen this design used, even the white bits towards the sleeves. The sponsor is a bit of a seesaw kind of one for me. It feels big, overpowering, but equally it seems simple. We haven't got any other colours. I love it. We've just got the red and white palette. The collar seems fine, and overall I think it's a pretty good kit overall. 87% from me because I think it's alright.
Yeah, I think it's a nice kit as well. Everything just fitting alright apart from do you think the sponsor should be low down or not? I don't know, but it looks alright on the left pictures. So it's quite a hard one. It's a nice kit overall though.
Like I said, there's something just not right about the sponsor in it, but you cannot put your finger on it. It just seems a bit overpowering in a way.
It's a nice pattern as well, so I'm going to give it also at 87% for this one.
Ooh. That brings us on to Preston. Now, Preston recently, and we had reviewed it, a red away kit. Something about it saw it get thrown out, and we've now brought in a yellow kit instead, and this one spells Leeds United over it. It looks like a Leeds United kit a couple of years back, but that aside, I think it works well. I think we've got the two colour palette minus the logo there. I always love yellow kits, and the whole yellow look is very good. 75 from me because again, I've seen better efforts, but it's a solid kit. It's fine.
It does look alright, but yellow and that all the way through it, and the sponsor does fit in alright, so I'm going to give it 78%.
Northampton Town. This is their away kit, and it's black with grey kind of stripes. What are your overall thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's not bad. Colours is alright with the black and white.
Black. Oh, right, okay.
It's not bad. Nothing much else to say, so 73% for me.
Sponsors just fit in. It's a good job it's white. There ain't much wrong about it, Pat. Maybe they could have made like a white outline of the logo to fit in with the kind of black and white grey theme. But overall, there's no overpowering sponsors, is there? So 72% from me because it's just alright. Trimier Rovers. Unfortunately, they've ditched last season's beautiful kit, and that was a lovely kit they had last season, their home kit. This one they've come in with a very, very standard Puma design, and this is what I meant earlier about the Puma armbands, I like to call them. We've got the dark blue at the bottom, but it don't do it. It really does look basic. It looks proper League 1, League 2 style, and it's a shame. The sponsor, it doesn't work for me. 49%. Why couldn't they kept last season's?
Just look plain, don't it? And it's all together. It's just really plain, isn't it? Like nothing else to say. So it's not bad, the colour scheme, but 54%.
Brings us on to Lenton Orient, back up in the Football League. This is their home kit for their first season, and it's a New Balance kit. It's nice to see New Balance taking over smaller teams in the pyramid, and I think it's a good effort. We've moved away from the plain red shirts. We've got the alternate kind of chevrons going down, and overall, I think again it does work pretty well. The sponsor fits in well. It's not as overpowering. Nothing more to say really. 85% from me. Because I do like how they just broke from tradition, just that slight bit, just for this season, hopefully.
Yeah, I've liked what I've actually done with stripes. It's really different, and yeah, I think it does kind of fit in alright with the shorts and everything altogether. So it's 87%. I'm gonna go for this one.
Their away kit is just the same design but blue, and I think it does actually work a bit better in blue. For me, oh shit, there's a spider. It does work for, 86%. I think it looks a bit nicer in blue with the sponsor.
Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? Again, nothing much to say. It does work a bit better with blue, like I say, so 88% I'm gonna go for.
Next kit is, why do you fucking do that? It's running towards me. Oh my god, it's on the keyboard. I'm not even scared of spiders, so it's MK Don's home kit is plain white. We've got the airy. Listen, MK Don's kits, they never look good, do they? They always look a bit ugly.
Yeah.
And the Suzuki sponsor, this is my definition of overpowering. And because of that, I'm going to go give it 68 because it doesn't work. But the collar is nice on this one.
Yeah, it should have just kept a whole shirt plain with, like, just some lines looks a bit odd, don't it, with where the Suzuki...
Yes, it does. It's a bit stupid.
I just preferred it for literally just a plain white. But, yeah, it's... I don't know, it just looks weird a bit with a collar. So, 64% I'm going to go for this one.
Their away kit is pretty much the same as the home, but it's red and gold. I mean, we've got the same issues here. I don't think there's much more to say. I do prefer the sponsor on this kit a bit, but overall, again, it doesn't look really good, really. We've got the white. It would have been better in using the MK Dons gold. Because of that, 63% for me, because I don't know why I'm looking at that. 63% from me.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look really good, does it?
I prefer this on the home kit, actually. I think the gold works a bit better than it did on the home kit. It looks a bit more smarter, so I'm going to give this a 70%.
The third kit, tad better. We've got a full-on just a black and yellow palette here. Again, it's the same issues what we've said on the last ones, but I do prefer the colour choices on this. 69% from me.
Yeah.
Way.
Yeah, no gold used at all, and I do actually prefer it where the sponsor is now with the black. And yeah, it's alright, just the logo looks a bit odd again.
It's just overpowering,
yeah.
isn't it?
So,
Can't have that.
about 71% I'm going to give this one.
Going all European now, we've got PSG's new kit. I mean, where do we start really? The stripes are alright, but the sponsor is too big for me. And because of that, I'm going to very quickly say 68%, because there's been a lot better kits from PSG.
Yeah, it just looks a bit odd, don't it, with a long, like, stripe in the middle. Yeah, and the sponsor does look a bit weird, so 64%.
Schalke, this is a beautiful kit, actually. A brilliant Umbro kit. Umbro doing so well. I just love. Let's just talk about the sleeves. Beautifully there. I love them graphics. I love the alternate blues. Obviously, it's David Wagner's first season there, so we wish him well as Huddersfield Town fans. But listen, it's good. 92% from me because I do like it. The sponsor, it always seems to fit in actually, despite it being quite big, the flame. But no, it works for me. 92%, and we've gone really dark. There we go.
Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it, with the sleeves, and the blue does really fit in with the sponsor as well. It's a really nice kit. The sponsor just looks really bold on the kit, which I love. So 91% for this one.
Eintracht Frankfurt. I just wanted to say it like that. They've got quite a different home kit actually. They before they normally have a plain white, black kind of tone to it. This time they've just gone more to town with the black and added the red stripes, and altogether it does look different. And we've got the break for the sponsor as well. Maybe if they got rid of the words "Jobs Find Den," it would have been a bit of an improvement and shorten the gap. But overall, I think it does look pretty smart. I like the back actually more, with it being plain with the stripes halfway. 80% from me. It's not bad.
Yeah, it does look quite smart actually. Yeah, the sponsor does fit in alright where the black block is, and yeah, I do really like the back as well. Really nice. So go give it probably 74 still though.
That brings us on to Napoli, whatever you want to fucking call it. Listen, it's a different one actually. They've got a camouflage graphic on, but just out of dots. If that was there with a nice sponsor, it would have been alright. But for me, the Kappa logo and the Napoli logo seem too far up there. There's obviously just an overpowering sponsors. There are sponsors everywhere. They just slap the stickers onto Napa, whatever the one to call them. Listen, it's 70% because I do love the front design. I do love how it sits on the shoulders, the white block, and the collar's a bit dodgy for me. So yeah, 70.
Yeah, just like it's alright. It looks a bit like the Marseille one. It just looks a bit odd with the two sponsors on the kit though. It just makes it look, the logos are high up more like you said, and the Napoli logo looks really small with the sponsors there. And altogether though, just ignore the sponsors, it does look an alright kit, but it's just that problem, so I'm going to give it probably 81%.
Finally, PSV home kit. It's pretty neat altogether, but I do like the sponsor. It all fits well. Again, there's nothing special about it, so I'm going to quickly say 60% from me.
Yeah, it's alright. Everything does all fits like I pretty much said for every kit today. The stripes is alright as well. So yeah, 65% I'm going to go for. Just basic.
There you go, some good kits, a massive bumper episode for this week. Let's go to our top 5 kits where we have had a couple of changes. In number 5, it's moving down, it's Cardiff and Bournemouth.
Number 4, I have a new entry in Arsenal's home with 93%.
Everyone else stays the same. Brighton in 3rd, a draw between Marseille and Leicester, and then Marseille top of the table with 95%. There we go. Good episode. We'll be back just at the other end of the weekend with more kits, including Wolves, Everton, and I don't know, Millwall. We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. Make sure you comment down below your favourite kit this episode or overall throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. Bye bye.